Thrilling finish over here. Ding dong tussle all the way to the line, but it's gone the way of the 8th Olaf bag. Finally for Fani Broncos. Like I said, he's had 3 seconds on the day, and this would mean a lot to him. Well done to Corey Lensley, of course, Craig Zaki. And you've also had a good afternoon, Craig. I know that's a little bit stiff with Mighty Gemini. I was just chatting to Mr. Lensley. He's becoming frustrating from a punting perspective, but he'll get it right sooner rather than later. But this horse is all courage, all heart, and that's what you need.
Yeah, definitely, Brandon. Back to Mighty Gemini, I thought he ran a good race. He turned the form on quick sticks and another horse. So just took one bet on the day to beat him, but a bit more seconds and thirds he runs, the better, you know. Back to this fella, as game as they come, takes a bit of a ride, but he's on the up here in Kimberley.
Now, what goes through his mind at the start? Because you have a look in the computer form, lost 7 lengths, lost 3 lengths. Is he just one of those lazy, can we put buggers, just doesn't want to get into stride, or what is it with him?
I'll be honest, I wish I knew. He stands with his head in the gates as if he's going to come out a length clear. He warms himself nicely behind the gates, and I don't know, I wouldn't change anything. One day he is going to jump and he's going to have the pace and probably win even better, but for now it's working and he's improving.
And he's got a good turn of foot, doesn't he, Craig? Because he really lets down that last furlong or so, and I think that's where he probably burns a lot of horses.
Yeah, and today the track's running really quick, so to make up a few lengths is hard, but like I said, he's as game as they come, and it's a nice little horse here.
I can see that made you sweat, so well done.
Yeah, no, look, it's been a good afternoon, 2 winners, and all other 5-6 races I've been second or third, so everything's been in money. Great day. Great training feet to Mr. Lensley and his team once again. Fani Broncos and them, well done, and to my sponsors, Maurice Fontaine and Wilgerbosdrift, thank you.
Well done, Craig. Good to have you in the Northern Cape as always. Mr. Broncos, come forward quickly. We'll chat to you because it's been a half frustrating afternoon. I'm not even going to try and say frustrating in Afrikaans, but certainly a horse that's got any amount of ability, and the day he learns to jump, I think he could be proper out here in the Northern Cape.
Yeah, he always had Joburg form. He was good in Joburg. It just one day he started not jumping, and like I decided, let me bring him here. I mean, he can make it up. Joburg is a little bit difficult, but well done to Corey. So well done with him. He got him right now for 2 times. I hope he can carry on from this. Well done to Craig. A good ride, and now I want to hear your Afrikaans you promised.
I'll just say to you, well, how would we say it? How would we got to go to the old Stompie rule? Dit was 'n baie goeie wen.
Baie dankie, dis baie mooi.
Dankie. Well done, Bronnie. Well done. Good to have you in the Northern Cape. We're learning back to the Stompie rule, of course, in Afrikaans. That's what got hammered to us, Stompie. But well done, Mr. Lensley. I think you got a decent horse. Good to have support from a man like Fani. Of course, he puts his money down, real gentleman, and this could be a horse for Kimberley's big day.
Yeah, just imagine if he jumps with them and he can be thrown in a race sitting first or second, how much better he will be running. You know, he has to make up lots of lengths coming through them, coming through the dirt and stuff like that. No, he's a very nice horse. You know, I love the philanthropist on the sands. I've been saying that between him and Mambo in Seattle, it's a toss-up who's going to be the next Carl on the sand, but I think he's up there with Mambo in Seattle at the moment.
100%, and of course always an honour and a privilege to have a guy like Craig Zaki riding for you. He makes some good decisions in races, and we're rather blessed, aren't we?
Yeah, you know what, it is nice from coming down. When I asked him that time when I come down, he immediately says yes. Last week when he wasn't here, I missed him sort of, you know. It's just one of those things that happen. Coming back to Fani, you know, he's thrown me a few horses, and so far it's been going well. You know, I'm really blessed that I have these kind of horses being given to me to train here.
And Mr. Lensley, I must actually ask Mr. Broncos, who named this horse? Must have been him, am I right?
Yeah, well, last week after the horse won, my son sent me a photo of him and his friends enjoying a Olaf. And I sent it forward to Fani and he says, make it a double, you know. Now, you know what, I see his horses are called Hertog and Roy Tom and all those type of things. You're going to learn Afrikaans very slowly with Fani in the vicinity of naming horses.
Nothing wrong. Roy Tom, very good winner, I think, over the weekend. So well done to everybody. Good to have the smile back on the face, and well done to all your team as well.
Yeah, you know, it's just nice for him to be on track when a horse wins. You know, be the short hit like last time he won, I think a closer verdict than this time. He makes my life a year shorter every time he runs his horse. So ending up being 70, I'm going to end up being 68 now. But it's nice having him track, you know. It's nice for owners to come down, even if I had runners to come and lead in a winner. You know, it makes the day so much more worthwhile.
Well, let me tell you one thing about Mr. Broncos. You can have a form, run 17 lengths, 25 lengths, 30 lengths, he'll still be screaming them out.
No, that's the
joy of it.
That's the joy of it. Like
100%.
I said to you, racing is not all about money.
Correct.
It's fun seeing the animals compete. You know, that was how it started right from the beginning. It's pitting two horses against each other and see who's the best.
100%. Well done, Mr. Lensley.
Thank you, sir.
Lovely. Well done to everybody concerned. Of course, Fani Broncos, 3 seconds throughout the afternoon. He's now got that elusive victory, and it'll make the drive home a little bit easier. Well done to Corey Lensley, M as well, who certainly sits quiet, patiently, does all the work behind the scenes, and it's great to have another winner for the Corey Lensley team. Gates are dispatched and they are racing. Wilf Bag, usual from him, he's lost a few lengths. He's towards the back end of the field. Lady of Liberty, the filly against the boys this afternoon. She's right up there with Rock Brune. He also likes a bit of a lead. And these two are now cutting throats up in front.